Welcome
the
to my
beautiful
bold and the beautiful
spoilers.
spoilers. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Eric's psychological emergency will undermine Remy. The strong and the lovely spoilers for Wednesday, December 18, 2024, are here. In the upcoming episode, fans can anticipate that Will Spencer should defy Remy Price. Somewhere else, Steffi Forrester Finnegan and Edge Forrester are becoming frightened about Eric Forrester as the organization is torn away. Continue to peruse, and we should discuss what is coming up in the following episode of the CBS drama. Eric Forrester's staggering misfortune. B&B spoilers for Wednesday, December 18, uncover that Eric is as yet reeling over losing Forrester manifestations. The organization implied basically everything to Eric. The Forrester patriarch has discussed cutting the material for the absolute first plan at Forrester manifestations. While Eric left the organization in Edge and Steffi's hands, nothing might have set him up for Carter Walton's takeover. B&B spoilers, crisis emergency? On Wednesday, December 18, Steffi and Edge will stress over Eric. Fans realize that Eric as of late endured a dangerous well-being emergency. Thus, this sort of pressure could adversely affect Eric's well-being. It could likewise lead Eric down a psychological well-being emergency too. It's not only the way that Carter took over Forrester manifestations, however how he means to manage the organization. Eric needed no huge changes to the design house, and needed it kept locked down. So this misfortune is gigantic to Eric in such countless various ways. Will Spencer vs. Remy Price? The strong and the lovely spoilers for Wednesday, December 18, uncover that Will chooses to make a striking move. Obscure to Elector Forrester, Will goes to Il Giardino while Remy is working. Will reprimands Remy that he better back or he will destroy things for Electra. Remy goes crazy and gets in front of Will about demolishing things for Electra. That is by all accounts the main part that Remy heard. While Will demands Remy should manage him, the harm has proactively been finished. With Will's new danger, Remy could choose to hurt and embarrass Electra much more. The striking and the delightful spoilers, Wednesday, December 18, 2024. On Wednesday, December 18, fans could likewise perceive how the Forresters retaliate against Carter and trust Logan. While Trust thinks she has won, it really is something else that rapidly things can change. Which storyline would you say you are anticipating seeing the most on Wednesday, December 18, 2024? What are your expectations for Carter, Trust, Remy, Electra, and Will? What does the future hold for Eric, Edge, Steffi, and different characters? The strong and the delightful spoilers for the week starting Monday, December 16 is now ending up one that will be loaded with such countless exciting bends in the road that you'll need to rewatch every episode 2 times to get everything in. Continue perusing underneath for all that you want to be aware. The intense and the delightful spoilers for the week starting Monday, December 16. As per the most recent release of Drama Review, each of the tomfoolery starts off during the Monday episode when Remy Cost will take the necessary steps to get Electra far from all that has been happening in this imaginary town of Los Angeles. Somewhere else, Trust and Carter will attempt to keep on pushing ahead with their arrangements after their upset succeeded. Moving along for the Carter and Trust understand that they shouldn't settle in since Edge and Steffi are hoping to concoct another arrangement to retaliate. By midweek and on the Wednesday, December 18 episode, Carter will convey a remarkable curve followed by certain words from Brooke Logan herself. Likewise, Carter will clear a path for Brooke to declare that she's back in the president's seat once more. For the Thursday episode, Brooke will tell everybody at Forrester manifestations that she's in control once more. It shouldn't shock anybody that the remainder of Forrester manifestations will seethe over the news. Furthermore, polishing off the week for the Friday episode, Edge will go for a stroll back on a world of fond memories and will contemplate whether he pursued the ideal choice to get Brooke back his life when he feels like his heart had consistently had a place with Taylor. This will be an episode that you won't have any desire to miss whatsoever. Much obliged to you for being a peruser of Cleanser Spoiler. What is your take of this story? Get in contact with us with your viewpoints in our remarks area underneath. Additionally, return here as the need might arise to be familiar with your number one VIPs and individuals from the English imperial family. The show on the strong and the lovely keeps on raising as significant characters face personal disturbance and high-stakes conflicts. Wednesday, December 18, 2024, guarantees a hurricane of improvements, from Eric Forrester's staggering mental state to a strained confrontation between Will Spencer and Remy Price. This is the very thing fans can anticipate in the following episode. Eric Forrester's battles and a potential emergency. The aftermath from Carter Walton's unfriendly takeover of Forrester Manifestations has left Eric Forrester faltering. For Eric, Forrester Manifestations is something other than an organization. It's his inheritance, a wonderful source of both blessing and pain worked with his own hands. The double-crossing cuts profound, particularly since Eric's vision for the organization was to keep it inside the Forrester family. Presently, with the organization in the possession of Carter Walton and Trust Logan, Eric thinks of himself as spiraling. Adding to the pressure is the worry from his loved ones. Both Edge Forrester and Steffi Forrester Finnegan are frightened by Eric's declining close-to-home state. Fans know that Eric as of late conquered a serious well-being alarm, and the pressure of losing his organization could set off another well-being emergency, or lead to a more significant psychological episode. The spoilers hint that Edge and Steffi will step in to help Eric, yet will their endeavors be sufficient to forestall an all-out emergency? In the interim, a searing showdown is set to happen between Will Spencer and Remy Price. Energized by his affections for Electra Forrester, Will defies Remy at Il Giardino, giving an admonition to avoid Electra. While Will's expectations may be respectable, his methodology has potentially negative results. Remy, previously holding on to disdain, confounds Will's message and turns out to be not entirely settled to fight back. This could mean something bad for Electra, as Remy could heighten his activities to embarrass or hurt her further. The strain among Will and Remy adds a layer of intricacy to the unfurling show. Will's rash activities might prompt unanticipated aftermath, setting Electra in a weak position. The Forresters' arrangement to retaliate while Trust Logan and Carter Walton relax in their new achievement, they are nowhere near crushed. Edge and Steffi are planning a counterattack to recover control of Forrester Manifestations. Carter's administration has proactively ignited shock among the Forresters, still up in the air to recover their family's heritage. Brooke Logan's reappointment as chief may be the most vital phase in their arrangement. In any case, Carter and Trust are probably not going to withdraw easily, making way for an extreme battle for control. 7 days of exciting bends in the road. The 7-day stretch of December 16th is turning out to be one of the most emotional in late memory. Key advancements include: Monday, Remy Price's endeavors to control what is going on with Electra Forrester while Trust and Carter harden their arrangements. Wednesday, Will Spencer defies Remy, Carter conveys a startling turn, and Brooke Logan ventures once again into the president job at Forrester Manifestations. Thursday, Brooke's declaration as chief creates a ruckus among Forrester Manifestations staff. Friday, Edge considers his past with Taylor Hayes, addressing whether his heart really has a place with Brooke. What to look for: will Eric's personal state deteriorate, prompting a clinical or psychological wellness crisis? What will a conflict with Remy mean for Electra, and what lengths will Remy go to accordingly? Could Edge and Steffi devise an arrangement to recover Forrester Manifestations, or will Carter and Trust fix their grasp on the organization? Will Edge's developing association with Taylor flag the termination of his friendship with Brooke? Carter Walton starts to feel the strain as the Forresters rally to fix the harm brought about by his takeover of Forrester Manifestations. While Trust Logan keeps on supporting him, Carter starts to address assuming the triumph merited the expense. Somewhere else, Edge Forrester and Steffi Forrester Finnegan conceptualize ways of recovering their family's inheritance. Eric Forrester's well-being stays a worry, and his close-to-home state weakens as he battles to find a sense of peace with the disloyalty. Brooke Logan's return as chief of Forrester Manifestations flashes blended responses. While certain representatives invite her authority, others, faithful to Carter and Trust, voice their difference. Not entirely set in stone to re-establish the organization to its previous magnificence, however, ends up in conflict with Edge, who stays zeroed in on Eric's prosperity. In the meantime, Will Spencer's showdown with Remy Price veers off in an unexpected direction. Remy starts plotting his best course of action, leaving Electra Forrester trapped in the crossfire. Taylor Hayes and Edge Forrester share a sincere second as they examine Eric's well-being and the family's future. Edge starts to consider his set of experiences with Taylor, reigniting old sentiments. Brooke sees the developing connection among Edge and Taylor, prompting strain in her relationship with Edge. Simultaneously, Trust and Carter face another test as their initiative at Forrester Manifestations is raised doubt about. Their solidarity starts to show breaks as tension builds from all sides. Eric Forrester's close-to-home battles arrive at a basic point, leaving his family stressed over his psychological and actual well-being. Steffi and Edge race to Eric's side as he encounters a critical breakdown. In the meantime, Remy Price lays out a snare for Will Spencer, heightening their quarrel. Electra Forrester winds up in an unimaginable circumstance as she attempts to intercede between the two men. An occasion social event with strains, the Forresters assemble for a special festival, yet the unease is overwhelming. Eric's delicate state creates a shaded area over the celebrations, while Edge and Taylor's developing closeness doesn't be ignored by Brooke. Trust and Carter endeavor to put on a unified front yet battle to stay cool-headed as murmurs of insubordination flow among the staff at Forrester Manifestations. Edge is conflicted between his dependability to Brooke and his waiting affection for Taylor. Eric's well-being stays unsafe, constraining the Forresters to revitalize together and help. Corporate epic showdowns, Brooke's return as chief lights a savage fight for control of Forrester Manifestations. Remy vs. Will, the quarrel between Will Spencer and Remy Price takes a risky turn, with Electra trapped in the center.